Hi guys, I'm back. I'm back and I'm still in my classroom. I'll tell you, if I'm not in my classroom, I'm on YouTube. Who knows where I'll be, but you'll see me, you'll see me. You'll be so tired of seeing Mrs. Froman when this is all over. You'll be like, oh, is it summer yet? Almost, but we still got a couple weeks we can power through and then we get a break. But not yet, huh? You still have to work hard for a little longer, okay? Okay. I know you will. All right, guys, in language this week, you have another take it or leave it of pizza. Remember, that's the one where you're going to tell me whether you take it, which means you like it, or you leave it, which means you don't. And then you're going to give me 2 reasons as to why. You're going to give me 2 reasons as to why you like pizza or you don't like pizza. And then you have to write those sentences. Need 2 complete sentences. 2 complete sentences as to why you are going to take pizza or leave it. Okay? Then the next one you guys have seen before. It is the sight word sentences. And there's a list of words across the top. Looks something like this. We'll just say cat, dog, car. Okay? And that means that you need to give me sentences that have those words in them. Not all together. Each word stands for its own sentence. But today we're going to talk a little bit about kind of expanding those sentences. We're wanting to get more and more detail in our sentences, guys. And it's kind of tricky, and I'm going to try to get a little evil on you here in a little bit. Don't let me do it. But we're going to try to be able to expand these sentences a little bit. Okay, so like for instance, if I had dog, okay, if I use the word dog. Now, could I do this as a sentence? I have a dog. Could that be my sentence? Well, does it start with capital? What else does a sentence have to have? It starts with a capital. It has to have a end mark. Mine has a period. What are the end marks, by the way? Name those for me. What are the end marks? It's hard to say, isn't it? Yes, but there are. There's a period, question mark, and that one that we just can't say, exclamation mark. You got our exclamation points. You got it, guys. Good job. All right, so it starts with a capital, has an end mark. What else does the sentence have to have? It has to tell me who or what and what's happening. You got it. Okay, guys. So, do you know who I'm talking about? Who am I talking about? I have a dog. Who am I talking about? I have a dog. Oh, sweet. So you're talking about me. You got it. Well, what about me? I have a dog. I have a dog. All right. So yes, is that a complete sentence? Totally a complete sentence. But is it a good sentence? That's the question. It's not that there's anything wrong with that sentence, but as we get closer into 2nd grade and we start 2nd grade, we really want to start to be able to make our sentences have more details. So instead of I have a dog, I could put, let's see here. I have a brown spotted dog. That sentence is better. I took I have a dog and I gave you some more detail. I added some adjectives. And I now have I have a brown spotted dog. I gave you some more detail. But be careful. I told you I was going to try to be evil. Be careful, because the problem with adjectives that we tend to like to do when somebody says, make that sentence longer, make it have more detail. This is what we do. I have a fat and lazy and fuzzy and brown spotted, oh goodness, dog. Whoa. Now, is that a long sentence? Absolutely. Absolutely, that's a long sentence. But is that a good sentence? Not necessarily, because what did I do? I added too many adjectives. I was going for length here rather than good details, okay? Because it can get to be too much. If you're reading and it was everybody kept, oh, you're like, okay, I get it. It becomes too much. So we don't want to go too far to where instead of I have a brown spotted dog, I now have a fat and lazy and fuzzy and brown spotted dog. If we keep doing that and this and that and it, it gets so boring to read. So boring. So we have to be careful. Do not just keep adding adjectives or descriptive words to a sentence because that doesn't necessarily make the sentence better. Sometimes that makes it worse. Because if you are reading, think about in reading, like if you remember ought. Ought was a genie. And if it was that ought was short and small and a boy and wore a hat and had a coat and wore his pants and had a wand and had, you'd be like, okay, can we, let's mix this up here a little bit, all right? So we have to be careful. We don't want to add too many adjectives to our sentence. But I can still make this sentence better. I can still add more detail and make this sentence better. All right, so started with, I have a dog. We got a little better with, I have a brown spotted dog. But do you know what that brown spotted dog is doing? Do you know anything about this brown? Where is he at? What's he doing? No. That is another detail that I can totally add to make our sentences better. So I can change, I have a brown spotted dog, and I can tell you what that brown spotted dog is doing. Well, let's hear. I know what he's doing. I think, let's see if this works. So now instead of, I have a brown spotted dog that is riding in my wagon with me. Much longer sentence, isn't it? Much longer sentence and way better of a picture inside your head. We have a lot more detail in this sentence than what we started with. You have a better picture inside your head of what this dog looks like and now what this dog is doing. Okay, so we have, I have a brown spotted dog. Well, let's start. Let's start where we started though, because we've been working hard. Let's see how good we get. We started with, I have a dog. I have a brown spotted dog. Ooh, we got a little better. We got a little better. But then we decided to step it up all the way. And we took it to, I have a brown spotted dog that is riding in my wagon with me. Okay, now you're much better. When I just say, I have a dog, any picture can be in your head. It could be your grandma's dog. It could be your neighbor's dog. You don't have a good mental picture on it. But on this one, if I say, I have a brown spotted dog that is riding in the wagon with me, now that picture inside your mind is much more clear. And that's what we want when we do our sentences. So here's the one that's going to give you the biggest trick. There is one on there that I put on there because he is a question word. Usually, not always. But if you have, this is not the one on yours, but why. Why is the sight word you have to use. Now we could just write, something like, why are you here? Is that a sentence? Yes. What kind of a sentence? What kind of a sentence is it? A question sentence. You got it, which means it's going to require an answer. You got it, guys. Okay, but even this one, I can expand. I can give more detail. Instead of just, why are you here? Well, where is here? Where? There's some more information that I can give. So, I could change why are you here into why are you here at the school. Ooh, okay. I expanded it some. I gave it more detail. That glare is really bad though, isn't it? That is. Those lights really don't like it. Why are you here at the school? Still a question. I still want to know why somebody is here. But I gave some more detail. And I could even go farther if I really, really, really wanted to. This one could be getting really tricky. I could say, why are you here at the school rather than at home? So even if it is a question sentence, you can expand it with more detail. You can give me more information so that way I get a better picture inside my head. But you gotta, first of all, you gotta kind of start with that basic one though. You gotta kind of inside your head, you can be like, well, my first sentence that pops into my head is, why are you here? Well, how can I make that better? That's why when I've been sending you those videos, how do you make this sentence better? That is what I want you to kind of think about. I'm going to give you a basic sentence. I want you to think about ways to make that sentence better, okay? All right, again, so keep that in mind as you're writing. Give me those details. Not just adjectives, though. Remember, we want to be careful. We don't want a purple and pink and sparkly and fuzzy and funny and sweet and kind and nice and funny and sweet unicorn, right? We don't want too many of those adjectives. We want good details, but we don't want to bore Mrs. Froman. Don't make me read all of that. Don't do it. Okay? So, be thinking about that, guys. As you keep working, I love that you are working on that. Sentences are hard. They are hard, guys. They really, really are. Try to do some for yourselves. If you need mom and dad's help, that is okay. Remember with me, I'm not too worried about your spelling. Give me those sounds that you hear. That's what I want you to be able to do, okay? If you need a little help, that's okay. But trust yourselves, guys. Trust yourselves. You know you can do a lot of this. You know you can, okay? Keep working hard. Super proud of you. Talk to you later. Bye.